right, everyone. We're unscripted once again this week, and I'm David Zen, and that's not Mary Perry. And
no one can replace Mary Perry. Let's get that straight.
We are a little concerned about her. She said she was running all day yesterday. I don't know, the way I figure it, that's probably like 4 or 5 marathons, to be out to not be available for 10 hours.
If anybody could do that, Mary Perry could do it. But Dave, before we get started, I just want to say that this is 2 weeks in a row that I've filled in for Mary.
Yes.
And Mary, this is directed directly towards you. If I have to do this one more time, my life is complete. I have no reason to live. Please come back.
Well, you're not going to get her today because you know where she is today?
Where?
She's gone to the dogs. She's over at the Emmanuel Lutheran Church for Comfort Dog Day.
Okay. Well, she's there for a good cause. So, Mary, I apologize. I'm going to enjoy every minute filling in for you. And
everyone's invited to go over there from 3 to 5.
Okay.
So we know she'll be somewhere today.
We should have brought Unscripted to her, Dave. That's, what was going on, really.
We could have gotten one of the dogs to come
That's
out.
true. The dogs would have been better than me. Because I am totally unscripted.
All right. So what do we have going on this week? Let's see. So we got a lot of things happening this week. We have that's your script.
No, I need this.
So we have September 11th. We have a lot of things starting up this week. The choir is back. They had their rehearsal Thursday night, so they'll be in robes and processing and recessing.
Sunday school starts.
Sunday school starts tomorrow, yes.
If you can hear the vacuum cleaner in the background, that's Dave Allen vacuuming the rooms.
We're cleaning tear that up in the ceiling. That's the vacuum cleaning out the classrooms, getting them ready for the little ones.
And for everyone who's gotten used to the lavender, I just finished the floors. Be pleased on Sunday.
That's very nice of you.
Thank you.
So Monday night, the men's group is back.
Yep.
And then Tuesday, we've got 2 studies. The ladies' Tuesday morning Bible study. They've been going all summer, but now this week they're starting a new study on Mary, Mother of Jesus. It's not Mary, the host of our show, the sometime host of our show.
Mary's a close second.
And then at 7 p.m. we have the Dust to Glory Bible study on Zoom. That Father John and Tara are doing. Did you join that this week?
No, I didn't.
You didn't, okay.
Should I join it?
You should, yes.
All right.
Most of it I wasn't there, but
All right.
I'm sure it's a great study.
Take that under advisement.
So Wednesday we have our healing and Holy Eucharist at 10. And the ladies' evening Zoom Bible study is now on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. Their link is in Sword Points, and it's on the website. Well, you won't be able to join that.
The ladies' Bible study?
Yes. First of all, because you're not a lady.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even a gentleman. But,
thank you, Dave. Now I have to go.
But second of all, you have a vestry meeting at 7:30.
Oh, yes, that's correct. Yeah, there is the vestry meeting that night. Okay. But I will be there.
So then Thursday, we have choir rehearsal again. In the morning, we have the men's group that meets in the morning in the guild room.
Yeah, they'll be back on.
And next Saturday, we have our breakfasts, and the quilters will be meeting in the hall. And then Sunday the 18th, we'll have a baptism at the second service.
Busy week.
That's for the
O'Connor's, the Williams' grandson.
Yes. So that's we quickly ran through the week. We want to talk about the lessons for the week. You seem to have them right there in front of you.
I do. It's the first chance I've had to look.
Well, you should know these by heart. So in the Old Testament reading is from Exodus That's where Moses is up on the mountain, and God says, you better go down below. There's trouble brewing. They've created themselves a golden calf. They've created themselves a new idol. God's not too happy about it. And Moses kind of stands up for his people, asks God to be lenient, which kind of ties into some of the other readings.
Now, was this the time that Moses, when he came down and saw what was going on, broke the Ten Commandments? Threw them down and broke them?
I don't know that this was the exact time, but he does come down and...
I think this is when he broke the Ten Commandments.
Okay.
He was the first person to ever do that. I'm sure that we both broke a few
Well,
commandments in our lifetime, but...
I'm sure if you had been there, you would have broken them first.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Okay, so then let's look at the gospel. This is an interesting reading this week. I find it interesting. It starts out, the tax collectors and the sinners were all coming near to listen to Jesus. And the scribes and the Pharisees are grumbling. Hey, this fellow welcomes sinners and eats with them. My question is, hey, what are they doing there?
That's right. They were coming for the free meal.
I guess so. But then he kind of, the gospel this Sunday tells two stories. One is about having the 100 sheep, one strays, so he goes after them,
Right.
leaving the 99 until he finds the lost one. And the other one is the woman with the 10 coins. She loses one of them, and she turns her house upside down to find it. And the story that's not mentioned here that follows in this trilogy is the story of the prodigal son. There's someone else that's lost, and there's rejoicing when he comes back. A couple things I noticed I kind of take out of this. One, he kind of creates these almost jokeable, laughable situations. Maybe we should get Jesus on Unscripted, because it's like, if you have 100 sheep and you lose one of them, are you really going to leave the 99 and go find the one? Because most people would answer, I'm going to stay with the 99.
Right.
And many of us have seen that crazy video of the sheep that jumps in the ditch and they pull him out, and then he runs 10 steps down the road and he jumps right back in the ditch and gets caught again. So what's to say he doesn't spend a day or two or 3 or 4, finds the sheep, and this crazy sheep's going to do the same thing again. And the same thing with the woman with the coins. So she loses one of them. It doesn't tell us if that's her only possessions. But the point is here, each time one of these things get lost and found, they throw a party. She goes and tells all her friends, look, I found this. The guy that finds the one sheep, he comes back, he rejoices, and the prodigal son, they kill a fat cat. So there's basically the point of this is Jesus saying this is how heaven is. It's going to do the outlandish to come find the lost. And the other little side piece of this that I find interesting too, he never places blame. He doesn't place blame on the sheep or the coin, or the woman losing the coin, or even the son leaving and coming back. It's just there's great rejoicing over the thing or object or person that was lost coming back. There's no blame.
That's a good question, Dave, because I'm sure that we've been lost during our times. I don't remember a celebration afterwards,
Well, hang around, Jim.
Okay, I'm going to try.
We like to have celebrations at St. Paul's.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Dave.
So you got anything else for us this week? Yeah.
Well, I do have a quick joke, and then I know you're going to tell your last story, and I want to tell my last story after you tell your last story. I like to keep you on edge. I like to keep you on your game. It's very important. So this is a story. It's called "'Tis a Miracle." A devout old shepherd lost his favorite Bible while he was out looking for a wayward lamb. 3 weeks later, a sheep walked up to him carrying the Bible in his mouth. The shepherd couldn't believe his eyes. He took the precious book out of the sheep's mouth, raised his eyes heavenly, and exclaimed, "It's a miracle." "Not really," said the sheep. "Your name's written in the inside cover."
There you go.
Thank you, Dave.
Well, now that we have talking sheep, how do sheep greet each other at Christmas?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Merry Christmas to you.
That one, Mary? You?
How many sheep?
It's Y-E-W.
E-W-E, but that's...
E-W-E. All right, Dave.
How many sheep does it take to knit a sweater?
I don't know that one either.
Come on, Jim.
How many sheep? I have no idea.
Oh, I mean, sheep can't knit.
You're telling me they can. You said, how many sheep does it take to knit the
I
sweater?
asked the question.
Oh, all right, Dave. Okay, all right. I didn't get that one either, Mary. Don't worry.
But there is a possibility here. What do you get when you cross a sheep with a porcupine?
I don't know.
An animal that can sew its own sweaters.
There you go. That's very good.
And what kind of car do sheep like to drive now that we have them knitting?
I have no idea.
Oh, a Lamborghini.
A Lamborghini. Very good, Dave. Very good.
All right, so you have a final story?
Yeah, well, this time of the year, especially after Labor Day, all the political stuff starts hitting. And, by this point, I think most of us are sick and tired watching TV, and on comes an ad for the governor's race, the Senate race, the congressional race. So it reminded me of this story about the clergyman and the politician who both died at the same time. And they find themselves up in heaven at the gates, and St. Peter comes out to greet them. So after they register and get in, St. Peter then takes them to show them the final place that they have for them in heaven. So he first takes the clergyman, brings him to a tiny room that has nothing more than a bed, a desk, and a chair. And he looks at the clergyman and he says, "This is your place in heaven." He then continues on with the politician, and suddenly they come upon this huge mansion. The walkway going up to the mansion is paved in gold bricks. That's how magnificent this place is. It's just gorgeous. Shining in the sun, it's a magnificent place. St. Peter looks at the politician and says to him, "This is your place." The politician says, "Are you kidding? The clergyman, a man of God who's sinless and has lived an exemplary life, he gets that little room and I get this?" St. Peter looks at him and says, "Yeah, you're the first one of your type that we haven't made it into heaven."
There you go. All right, so I get one more final story for you.
Right,
This
go
is
ahead.
kind of God and Moses and being upset with Aaron and what's going on in earth. So one day, God is looking down on earth and saw all the inappropriate behavior that's going on. I think he sees you too. He decides to send an angel down to earth and check it out. The angel comes back, says, "Yes, it is bad on earth. 95% are misbehaving and 5% are not." God thinks about, maybe I better send a second angel down to just confirm, get another opinion. Second angel goes down, that angel comes back. It's true, the earth is in decline. 95% are misbehaving, 5% are good. God was not pleased, so he's debating what to do about it. So he decides to send an email to the 5% that were doing good to encourage them. Give them a little something to keep them going. You know what the email said? I didn't think so, Jim.
I got that one. Thank you.
I know you got it. All right.
All right, Dave, that was good. That was a good one.
All right, so until next week,
Mary, please come back.
save us.
Yeah, please.
All right,
save
everyone
me.
have a great week. We'll see you this week. Everything's starting up again.